So we all know what these are, or at least if you don't, it's a hand gripper. This is like the staple hand gripper. This is the Captain's of Crush brand. And in my opinion, they are the #1 when it comes to elite gripper category. This is like 5 out of 5 stars, 10 out of 10 stars. And it is, it's just a tool that's used to measure grip strength and train grip strength. Just basically a metal spring, and you squeeze it. This is the 2.5. You can see that, probably not. But this is the 2.5, which is rated at, let's see, I took a screenshot. It's rated at 237.5 pounds. And they have a bunch of different ones. Oops. And, sorry, my allergies are killing me today. But they make lighter ones. I can't squeeze the 2.5. It's crazy difficult. Like my best attempt, 2.5. The objective is to touch these two metal pieces together. So that's as close as I get on the 2.5. I have a few of them. I have like a whole set that goes all the way up to the 3, because the 3 was always my goal to, but I stopped training them for a while because my hand was hurting, and it's easy to cause injury with these things when you're training specifically for grip strength. But I wanted to show you a modification I made to something that I found on Amazon for rock climbers. This is like my own design of a gripper, and I'll get to that in a second. But I just want to show you the levels. So like there's the 1.5, the 2, I kind of want to see if I can close the 2. And then the Sport. The Sport is like, it just has an S on it. I know it was kind of fuzzy, but squeezing that, obviously the Sport is 80 pounds, so it's not bad. It's good to warm up your hands with. And then we got the, I'll try the 1.5, which is 167 pounds. If you're into kilograms, that's 76 kilograms. So this is the 1.5. Again, I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Anyway, 1.5, trust me. Ugh, try to close it real quick. Okay, so hard to see, but you can see I closed it. Oh, it hurts my wrist. Hurts even worse to try to hold it towards the camera. So I'm gonna try to close the 2 real quick before I show you my grip strength modification for rock climbing and crimp strength. This is the #2. Oh my gosh, would you just focus? Okay. The 2. I don't know if I can close this one, and just after closing the 1.5, this is gonna be tough. Just trust me. I'm gonna try to close it hard enough so you can hear the click. I won't be able to extend this and show you all that I've closed it, but I'll just give it my best shot. This is rated at 195 pounds. Ugh, not quite. Just like a little fraction, but anyway. Just to give you the gist of that's what a grip strength trainer is. It's just tools that are used to measure grip strength, and I think you get like a cool little plaque or recognition if you close the #3. But this, okay, I'll show you. This is just a traditional gripper that I ordered off of Amazon. And the cool thing about this is you can actually click that, and this little spring right here adjusts the tension. So now it's super light. Yeah, it has the measurements on that side. So you can see it has the measurements all the way down here, and all you have to do is move the spring and it adjusts the intensity. So we'll go to about a medium amount. So we'll put it right there. And traditionally, just like a regular gripper, you'd squeeze these ends and close it. The cool thing about this gripper that I found on Amazon is it comes with these extensions, these little paddles on the end, right? You just screw them into the bottom of this. But I went even further and made some modifications, because the idea between that is so you can train pinch strength. And I hate the way this feels, like just with the paddles. I hate it. Like it's kind of loose, so I hate the way this feels. But I guess it could be good for grip strength, especially for for pinch strength. If you eccentrically load it, which means you use both hands to kind of close it to a certain point, and then you just hold it in that position, and it'll slowly try to slowly start to open your hand. But what I did is I mutilated a campus rung, which is a little thing you tie that has like a rope, and I have one over there, but anyway, I showed that in my last video. It's just, allergies. It's just a different ledge setting. So this is 6 millimeters. This side is 10 millimeters. This side is kind of what I'm gonna be using. And this is the ledge right here that, I don't know what the length is on it, but it's just a flat ledge, right? These are meant for crimping, crimping is just using your fingers like this and squeezing really hard on that. Anyway, so what I did is I just wrapped it with duct tape. So you can see it's wrapped with duct tape, and it's just a modification of this. And so I'll put it on the 10 millimeter setting. So I just slip it. I left a little loop on top, so it just slides right onto the paddle here. And then I can, the nose is killing me today. Sorry about that. But I will grab this with my palm on the bottom here. Gosh, this thing does not want to focus. And I will just crimp, and I'll practice crimping like that. But it's not perfect, and you can see it's like coming away from it, and it's at a weird angle here, and I like it to be straight. So what I've done, and the range of motion is kind of wonky too, because as you can see, there's a weird gap here. So what I tried to do is flip this around and use that ledge, the unidentified length ledge. So it's not very big. It's probably like 20 millimeters, I'm guessing. Looks twice as big as the 10. But flip it around, and now it widens that gap here. So now we get a full pull with our hand, and I'll just put my fingers on top of that ledge and squeeze it down. And I'll just hold this position, and it closes a lot better too, especially if I don't use chalk. It really wants to zoom in on my face, but I want it to zoom in on my hand. And I'll just crimp like this, and it's not perfect, obviously, but it's just a design modification to something that already existed. But it's cool, and it's a great way to train your fingers if you don't have access to a hangboard. You can throw this in your bag and just mess around with it. I took it to military training with me, so I could do a little grip training on our long convoys and stuff. So I just grab onto it, squeeze, and again, the nice part about this is you have that variable resistance, so you can change it, and you just hold here. You can, the nice part about flipping it around, I think you can actually flip this handle around too. So now change the gap length just a little bit more, and now we can full crimp. So full crimp is just putting your thumb on top of your fingers. And the fact that I have the hand supporting here on my palm, it's such an awkward position. The fact that I have my hand here, it's not like I'm hanging on a hangboard where my arms are above my head, and I get less blood to the area where I'm trying to train, which is my fingers. Hangboards are great because it simulates climbing and it uses your body weight, so you get used to that load. But again, this is just something I made as a modification to enhance my grip training when I'm, not able to train at home or whatever the case is. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with y'all because it's pretty cool. And there's nothing really on the market like this. So I thought about like manufacturing stuff like this. That's the reason I never really made videos of this stuff, because people are probably gonna take some of these ideas and make it their own. But I'm kind of over that idea right now, and like getting patents and stuff for it. There's also flies in here. Because I think that if we can increase the knowledge and ability and engineering of this sort of stuff, then the people who do have the means to create it and make it better, we can all work together to come out with something really cool. And yeah, this was just something that I wanted to share with y'all because I thought it was cool, and I use it quite a lot. It's really good for finger rehab as well, because if you've ever had a pulley injury, or you know, as a rock climber, we get our fingers injured all the time. This is just a great way to put a light load on your fingers. We can go all the way down to the super easy setting, which is just, it's very friendly on the hands, and it's a great way to warm up and kind of just take it, put it to its maximum length, and just hold it in this position. And I think it's a great tool for training. And who knows, it could develop into something really cool later on. Let's use our collective mind to enhance stuff like this and share the love, because, you know, as we age and we get older, one, injuries last a lot longer. I was dealing with a shoulder injury for a very long time, and it made me think, like, you know, I'm not gonna be able to do this stuff forever. I can do it for a very long time, not to a competitive sense, but competing with myself and trying to stay in shape as best I can. But for the future generations of climbers and grip strength enthusiasts, I think it's good to share this stuff because we can all benefit from it. But that's all I really wanted to talk about today, was this weird grip strength tool. Here's one more look at it. This is what it looks like. And I have different size ledges just because I did cut this. So there's a bunch of different, like, you could use pockets, you can use whatever, but you do need to get the variation that allows you to get the paddle handles on the ends of these. But yeah, it's just a really cool, I call it like a portable hangboard. So yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.